Are there any biomarkers emerging in the treatment of small cell lung cancer? Is anything happening in that space similar to how it happened in non-small cell?
There's this really important work conceptually that looks at the transcription subtyping of small cell. I'm not going to nerd out on what that is, but what I do want to share is that this research shows four discrete biologic themes that seem to be driving small cell that look like they're four different cancers. It's very new. We don't yet know how to use this in the clinic. But when I spoke earlier that for years we didn't understand much about the biology and there was less hope of making advances, now we actually do have this major advance in the understanding of the biology. It may not be yet useful to me when I'm in the office with a patient, but these themes are so discrete that it gives me a lot of hope that we will. And in fact, we're starting to get some literature that these four subtypes may be differentially responsive to immunotherapy. Oncologists subtype triple negative breast cancer, even though it has equally no meaning for what you do for the patient. It matters for research purposes. The same is true here. The other marker coming out has like the coolest name of any biomarker I've ever heard, Schluffen 11. Could just say that again and again all day. It sounds like it should be a treat for 7 year olds. But Schluffen 11 seems to predict who benefits from the addition of a class of drugs called PARP inhibitors to chemotherapy. And there are clinical trials prospectively evaluating that idea right now.
I think back to my early days in this space and really trying to kind of wrap my arms around what was happening in both non-small cell and small cell lung cancer. And of course, non-small cell made advances more quickly. And I just think back to a time when we didn't have anything in 2003 when lung cancer first became a really important, part of my life. I think all the EGFR stuff was still in trials, and I look at how far we've come in a fairly short amount of time, and it makes me really excited for the future of small cell lung cancer and how we will continue to evolve, make discoveries, and treat these patients.